Hi again.
Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Damian Sarno. I'm the manager of the Designer Fabrication Lab. Welcome to the lab.
All right. Can you show us around?
Absolutely. Come follow me. Follow me. And then I show you. This is just where our tools are. And we have a CNC machine. We have a laser engraver upstairs, a big 3D printer. So we cut all the pieces of all the prototyping that we do normally, and we put it outside the door and we put it together. Anything that we need, from small to big. Sometimes we do a whole restaurant. Sometimes we do a beach house or something small as a phone.
So this is where the magic happens.
Indeed, we do magic here, in no time flat.
All right. So where's your workspace? Where do you sit down?
Well, I sit down over here, back into this little area. Here's where my boss, Josh Nakaya, sits, and I sit right there.
Oh, wait. I've seen one of those before.
Yes, absolutely. This is the prototype for our elevators in Icon of the Seas. And this is plastic. We 3D print it, and this wood. So sometimes we put an iPad in things to test it, but it was a matter of make sure that everything is approved, and when we have to send it for tooling, it's what we want exactly, and then we don't have to. Yeah. So like this little thing in here, we did 3D print these things, and it's for actors to interact in one of the ships. So they talk in the phone, so they answer, by that.
Love that.
Yeah. So we did a little, little electronics, something simple, but normally that's the trick.
Oh, but I hear the machines. Is that the 3D
Yeah,
printer?
yeah. We have three 3D printers here. This one, it's a resin. This is a filament and another filament. We have another bigger one on the other room. And here we are printing part of a prototype also for a regular camera that needs to be disguised as an older camera. So we do all this kind of thing. Sometimes it goes outside and it gets redone after it's approved. And sometimes if it's simple enough, we do it. Of course, we don't have the bandwidth for the whole fleet, so we do little things.
Oh, but you do a lot. What's your professional background? How did you learn all of this?
Well, I've started studying aeronautical engineering. I did 4 years of that. I decided that I didn't want to be an engineer. My dad almost killed me. And then I went into graphic design, advertisement, industrial design, and cinematography because it was easy after engineering. And I didn't finish because I came to the US. And so I went 8 years to college. And I came here and I started working in film. So I did that for about 27 years, working in the film industry. And here I am.
So where do you see your career going from here?
Well, we have already a roadmap for until 2030 with tons of things happening. So there's a lot of opportunity to grow there. We have many ships and destinations and things planned that I cannot really talk about, but it's great. It's great. Lots of work and lots of new stuff. So I'm happy with it. We're going to be busy. We are busy. I mean, I've never been non-busy. Oh, well, but I'm going to be busy all the time. And I love that.
I'm happy to hear that.
Thank you.
So now I heard you have something unique to show us.
Sure. If you come this way, you follow me. And so see, magic happens because of this. Otherwise, no magic.
The magic wand?
The magic wand, that's the only way I'm going to finish any jobs here, So the demanding ones, at least. So if you follow me, it's on Utopia of the Sea already. It's a prototype. This is a train station. It acts a little bit as a waiting area and a bar. And here we just tested, for example, how many people would fit here comfortably. If we walk around with a cocktail or we do something else, is it good enough? And this is a show with a dinner. So it's more into the entertaining part of our ship. You still have dinner, but it's mainly about the show.
Yeah, it looks like the Wild West.
Exactly, you got that spot on, because that's one of the main things that we're gonna do here. It's a show with cowboys, and robbers and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
So please come on in, follow me into the Royal Railway.
Oh.
So this is the prototype of the show and the restaurant. And it's a very elaborate prototype. Normally we don't go that far, but we even end up using it for rehearsals. Yeah, so that was good.
What type of work did you do here to make this come to life?
Well, we started with literally a box just to test size, because this was replacing a restaurant.
Okay.
So once we did that, then we put some TVs. All these screens show the Wild West going by.
Oh.
So between that, the sound, the seats vibrate, it's really immersive. People love it. And so then from that point that we did the box, we did like 3 iterations of this with bigger screens, different distances, just checking that everything will work really well. And that probably started about a year and a half ago. And we started building this about a year ago.
That's interesting. So do you work on one project at a time, considering it's such an intricate design and experience?
Normally, we don't. There's too much going on. So depending, obviously, on the bandwidth of the team, we tackle more or less. Sometimes there's 10 people working in one project. Sometimes there's 2. And we jump around, and that's part of my job to organize it so we get to the deadline on time and alive.
So I guess that's where all your experience comes into play. You help navigate the multiple big projects, right?
Yes, I do. I do help them. I always like to say that I make your scribbles on a napkin come physical and true. So you can touch and you can see them. You can say, this is what this is.
Yeah.
And, from textures, colors, and sizes, does it work, does it not? And we improve upon things. So when we get to the real construction team, either for our destinations or for the ships, there's no hiccups, or there's less hiccups.
Very important work you do here.
I think so. It's part of the cog. There's so many things that, that are important here. Everybody, really.
Definitely. So now that we're on a train, do you have any memorable train rides?
I have one when I was a little kid. It's like, I just remember it because it was my first train ride, right?
Okay.
So then you remember. But I like ships and I like to sail.
A perfect tie-into Royal Caribbean. Tell us more.
Yeah, ships and ships, right? So, well, as a little kid, my grandfather had a small sailboat. And so we grew up thinking, we're all going to become sailors and, see the world or whatnot. And not too far back, I started sailing, took some courses, practiced a lot, and then I helped a friend with his boat, a 45-foot boat, cross the Atlantic.
Oh my gosh.
So,
how was that?
It was an adventure. We got 4 storms, so it wasn't necessarily a ton of fun, but it was important for me, and I did it.
So you made it. You sail seas at work and you sail seas at home.
Absolutely.
All right. Before we close, I want to say thank you so much for sharing your incredible story with us, Damian.
You're more than welcome. And thank you for having me here and seeing this. And, there's a lot of careers here. There's a lot of opportunity. I'll recommend it. It could be tough, but to me, it's a lot of fun. So check the careers at Royal Caribbean and find out what's over there.
Definitely.
Right? All right. Well,
Bye.
Goodbye, guys. Have a good one.